Okay, I am watching this video that I just shared on my community tab. I haven't watched it all the way through yet, but I had to record this for you guys because this part that I just heard just blows my mind. So I just wanted to chit chat for just a second and ask you what you think about it. Okay, so definitely go over to Court TV, go to my community tab, click on the video, and you can watch it from there. But the title is Unsolved, Where is Maya Millete / Court TV. Okay, and we are a little over 5 minutes into this video right now. 5:24 is where I'm starting it. Okay, this part, okay, let's just listen.
Wrong. It's not working for us. We need to come, the community's got to come together and work together. And so we have
Okay, so Vinnie is amazing, but Vinnie is interviewing Maricris, which is May's eldest sister, and her husband Richard on the phone. Okay, so that's Richard that's speaking right now.
Opportunity this Tuesday. We're going to sit down with the lead detectives and and come to an agreement and hopefully learn and become a team.
So Larry,
There we go.
Maya's husband, we've got some new information relative to him. I want to play this for you and then get your reaction after we play it. This again is from our great affiliate KGTV.
Family, friends, even strangers have turned up to search for Maya Millete every week for months now. And many have wondered why her husband, Larry Millete, hasn't joined those searches. In an ongoing conversation with ABC 10 News anchor Vanessa Van Hefty, Larry sent the following. Unlike the search parties, I visited likely places she would visit, but to no avail. Wishful thinking, I guess. I rely mostly on the authorities because they are the subject matter experts and have dealt with these situations.
Okay, so right here, Larry has the nerve to say, unlike the search parties, I visited likely places she would visit, but to no avail. Okay, so Larry's sitting at home dogging these hundreds of searchers who have gotten out there that don't even know May. They have gotten out of their house. They have taken time out of their families' lives to go out there and search for this man's wife while he sits where? Nowhere in sight. Okay, so he is dogging them for searching in the wrong places when he could have easily gone out there and led a search himself. He has hundreds of people at his hands that he could have gone out there and said, hey guys, I think she might be here. Let's go look. But instead, he's claiming that he went to those locations by himself and searched, but found nothing. But the searchers are searching in all the wrong places. I call bullshit, Larry. In my opinion, that's bullshit. Bullshit. And I can't even believe that this man had the nerve to make this statement right here. Like, this pisses me off so bad. I am so sorry. But this pisses me off. Okay, this is passion speaking. I apologize. I am very passionate about May. I feel a very strong connection with May. And this pisses me off. All those people that have taken the time away from their families, out of their days, for months, to go out there and search for this monster's wife, in my opinion. And he sits at home and says, unlike the search parties, I visited likely places she would visit. This blows me away. And this is just the beginning part. Okay, we're about to hear more of his words, but I'm already irate. I'm already, whoo. Okay, but we're gonna keep going because I started hearing what he was saying and I was like, nope, stop. I like giving you guys my raw, unscripted reaction to things. So I cut the video and rewound it and hit record. Okay, so we're going to listen to his words together. But I did see this part. I did think on this part for a split second before I hit record. But this next part, I need to hear it again in full. So let's listen.
Before, a temporary gun violence restraining order was issued to Larry. Documents show he owned 8 registered and 14 unregistered firearms. The order describes 2 photos of the Millete's kitchen table full of guns, high-capacity magazines, U.S. passports, and ammo. It describes one of the photos.
Now, if you want to see this information, let me move that out of the way. If you want to see these documents that they're showing right now in full, I did share them. I read them in full on the last live stream that I did for May. I also shared screenshots of these documents on my community tab. I went to the court website and I bought all the pages that it was like $30 worth of pages. It's like $1 a page or something crazy. But I bought them because I wanted to see the details of the gun violence restraining order that they got. I knew that there would be a police statement in there, and that's what they're showing right here. This is a detective's statement, and they are talking about this photo of their 4-year-old son standing on the table surrounded by all of these illegal and unregistered firearms and ammunition and 4 passports and an ID card. He's standing in the middle of that. Okay, and it says, you can see up here at the top, it included 2 short barrel AR-15 assault weapon platforms, 5 undetermined legality. Okay, I'm reading up here. AR-15 platform rifles, 3 pump shotguns, 1 bolt action rifle with a scope, and 5 semi-automatic handguns. All of that, plus at the very top, high-capacity magazines and hundreds of rounds of ammunition. All of that was spread out on his kitchen table, and his son was standing in the middle of the table. His 4-year-old son standing on the table surrounded by all of the firearms and ammunition. Now we're going to hear what he has to say about this.
Showing the Millete's 4-year-old son standing on the table surrounded by the guns. The order says the boy had immediate access to the illegal assault weapons and the 14 other firearms.
And it says right here, creating a potential extreme danger to the child and those physically present at the home. So please explain to me why the 3 children are still in Larry's custody. Why? Why in the hell are those 3 children still in the house with Larry? If he is creating a potential extreme danger to the child and those physically present at the home, that's the 4-year-old and the 2 girls, the older 2 girls. Why in the hell are the kids still with Larry? Somebody please answer that question. That's where my passion is, right there, for the kids and for May. That's my passion. I do not understand why we are overlooking the safety of these children when it's right here in black and white from a law enforcement officer's mouth stating that these children are in extreme danger. Allegedly, potentially, however you want to word it.
And ammunition, creating a potential extreme danger to the child. Larry states that none of the firearms were loaded and my son was not in any danger.
Oh, okay.
Also adding, all my firearms were purchased legally and all went through the 10-day waiting period as per California law. How else would they have a list of all my firearms if they were not registered? Doesn't make any sense.
The order prevents him from owning or buying any more guns. San Diego PD filed the paperwork on May 5th. The written declaration showed a number of guns missing. Only 2 of the total 20 firearms have been accounted for by law enforcement. Of the guns police police do have, forensic criminologist and retired detective Dr. Ron Martinelli said there isn't much they can do with them at this point.
With the gun violence restraining order, they can take the weapons. They just can't test the weapons. In order to test the weapons, again, they have to have a nexus. They have to have some sort of connection between a weapon or weapons and a murder, which they haven't been able to establish yet.
Okay, wait a minute. Why is the 8 gunshots that we heard on the neighbor's security camera, why isn't that the nexus? Why isn't that the connection that could say that there was possibly a murder and we need to test these firearms to see if that's a possibility that one of these firearms were used that night that we heard the 8 gunshots? Are the 8 gunshots not strong enough evidence? I'm definitely not fully educated on the law when it comes to evidence and, you know, stuff like this. So if you know, please let me know. If you assume, let me know, hey, I assume this, or my opinion is this, because I am definitely interested in that also. But if you know for a fact, then say this is factual, or this is what I believe to be factual, or something like that. Let me know in the comments, though. I am very curious why the recording of the 8 gunshots that were heard on January 7th, the last night that May was physically seen by anyone, why that wouldn't be strong enough evidence to test the guns. And then, but what do they test them for? Okay, so let's think about that, too. If they test them, what do they test them for? Just to see if they've been recently fired? But Larry already covered that when he told Billy Little Jr. that he would have gun residue on his hands or on his body or whatever because he had recently been to the gun range. Okay, but my mind is working here. My gears are spinning. Okay, so they did the search warrant on May 7th. If they found any gunshot residue inside the house when they set up the 3D camera, if you missed my last video that I did for May, go back and watch it. I go into a lot of detail about what was found inside the home while they were doing the search warrant. Not evidence that the police gave us, but it's very interesting information. So definitely check that video out. Okay, so if they found gunshot residue or if they found blood splatter, would that be evidence enough to test these firearms? And if they do test the firearms, would the gunshot residue match the gun that it came from? Like, would they have the same residue on them? And I'm asking, like, I don't know. I don't know how that works either. So I'm really trying to learn here. So if anybody knows anything about this part right here, please let me know. Please, please, please. Thank you. Okay, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Larry Millete told officers he knew they were coming for his firearms, and he gave multiple firearms to his friends. He won't say who or where they are, leaving more questions in an emotional and difficult time for Maya's loved ones.
Or what about how he knew they were coming? We still haven't figured that out. Somebody did say in the comments of the last video that I did, I believe her name was Megan, asked about maybe if his attorney was notified before they served the gun violence restraining order. But if the documents were sealed, would they notify his attorney? Because we know he does have an attorney. Okay, but would they notify his attorney if they're coming to serve any type of restraining order or search warrant or anything like that? I would think that that would take away the element of surprise. And since they were asking for it to be sealed so that he wouldn't have knowledge, are they required to notify his attorney? Or do they just have to notify the attorney when they serve the restraining order or when they serve the search warrant? Again, I don't know how that works. So I'm really showing my legal ignorance right now in this video, aren't I? I'm trying to learn. I am open to learning. So And that's my goal here. I definitely want to learn. I've done a lot of paranormal, but not a lot of legal stuff. I've done a little bit of legal, so like I can read a court document and stuff like that, but I don't know when it goes into certain things like this. I am definitely not a lawyer. So, okay, let's keep going.
The documents also said Larry had illegal assault weapons and unregistered firearms. That could get him in more trouble.
He could be charged as a felony. In and of itself, the possession of the firearms unregistered to him, probably unless it's alleged or accused or used in the commission of an offense, probably looking at more of a misdemeanor charge.
Okay, Maricris, let me get first your response. All these guns, did you know about these guns? Did your sister know about all these guns that Larry had?
Personally, I know he has guns. I know he has some, but I don't know how much or how many he has. It's because we do as a family, we go out shooting and to the shooting firing, but to have unregistered or anything like that, I really don't know. But the shooting is it's a hobby for, I guess, for my brothers and my brother-in-law also. So they do have some guns.
Was it surprising to you that he allegedly is giving guns away now?
Yes, that was a total surprise, and I haven't really heard about that news yet. So it's the first time I'm hearing about the whole story. I know they put it out there that he did have confiscated some of his guns, but it is a surprise for me that he did give away his guns. Yeah, so I really don't know anything about that.
And there's allegedly, I think there's a court date that he's supposed to appear at next month. Will
Correct.
You be going there as well?
We don't know yet. We're not sure yet. We're probably going to talk about it as a family, and also we're going to sit down and maybe ask our lawyer if it's advisable for us to go and sit down at the court.
Richard, your reaction to this issue with all these guns, some of them, according to investigators, unregistered. Again, I think he's denying all of that, but an allegation of
I think that it would be a good idea if they did go, at least one person go, just to get the details, maybe not the entire family going. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that May's family should go to his hearing? His hearing is not about May. It's, I'm sure, in just regards to the gun violence restraining order. What do you guys think about that? What's your opinion on that? I'm kind of torn both ways. I can see it from both ways, where it, if the family was there, or if just one person was there, or if nobody showed up at all. I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think about that.
registered guns, giving guns away. Does that give you any concern, Richard?
Well, yeah, obviously. I'm not 100% sure, but I think giving a gun away is illegal unless you do it legally through a through a transaction.
Yes.
I'm not sure if there's a 10-day waiting period for that.
It said in the documents that there has to be a legal transfer. That means paperwork. Legal transfer. You can't just give somebody a firearm. It has to be legally transferred from one person to the other. So good call, Richard. Good call. I forgot about that. We did talk about that in the live stream that I did about the documents. Okay.
Transactions take place, but yeah, I mean, it's alarming, and we just we wish him. We don't want to point fingers, but if he's taking pictures with the kids with the guns there, I don't know what what person or parent would do that with their kids.
It's strange. It's strange behavior,
yeah,
Richard. It's not
yeah.
normal. It's
Exactly.
not normal.
Like I said in the live stream, it feels like it's almost like somebody that's in a different country, like the way that they raise their children to be soldiers at a very young age. That's what I feel like we would see a picture from, another country, not from the United States. Like, that just doesn't happen here on a normal basis, in my opinion. It seems like something that, obviously we know that that's not, I don't know. We talked about that a lot in the live stream, so I don't want to go into a lot of detail about it right now, but I do not condone putting your 4-year-old child on the table in the middle of 16 to 20, I think it was 16, but 16 at least firearms, hundreds of rounds of ammunition, magazines, scopes, no, please do not do that to your child. Please do not. That puts your child in danger. Again, the phone number to the Chula Vista Police Department and the number to the CPS agency, I will leave that in the comments. I will pin that comment at the top. So if you have any concerns about the welfare of any child or children in the Chula Vista area, that you would like to contact the authorities and maybe request some type of evaluation or welfare check or concern or whatever it may be, you will have the numbers easily at your disposal. So it will be pinned in the comment section. Okay, let's keep going.
People are allowed to have guns. You have guns. People across the country have guns. No problem. But
Exactly.
taking these pictures with kids and then giving away guns in the middle of a investigation where everyone's looking for your
Right.
wife. Well, not
Yes.
everyone's looking for his wife, because it doesn't sound, Maricris, like Larry's doing a lot of looking.
Right,
he
Vinnie?
said he visited likely places, and he's going
He
to
visited, yeah.
He visited.
This is what I wanted to hear.
Did he tell you guys that he was going to visit these likely places?
Oh.
And did he share with you what the likely places are? Because maybe you and your search party would want to go there as well?
Exactly.
I wish he does, tell us where he visited and maybe likelihood of, he thinks my sister might be. Yeah, that would be nice for him to share that to us. But
Right.
I think we haven't talked to him. We haven't spoken to him for almost 3 months now. So there hasn't been any communication between the family and Larry. So I wish he would share that information or places that he thinks it's possible where my sister could be.
And how about his family? Have you seen any member of his family, I don't know if he has siblings or if his parents are around, have they been vocal at all looking for?
And this is the Chula Vista Police Department phone number right here on the screen. I just realized as I was reading everything down here. That is the number to contact, which will be in the comment section also, that I was just speaking about if you feel like you need to call the authorities with any questions about the safety or welfare of any children in the Chula Vista area. Okay, so it's right there on the screen for the Chula Vista Police Department. Then that number and the CPS number will be in the pinned comment below this video. Okay, let's keep going. Sorry.
The mother of their grandchildren or the mother of their nieces, nephews, any of that happening?
Not that we are aware of. If they do, again, we don't know. We haven't, as I said, we haven't really had any communication with them. I know his parents has been taking care of the kids 100% of that. He does have a sibling, but he lives in Texas. So none of his family have reached out to us of any help on searching my sister. So yeah, we haven't really had any good communication with them.
How?
So why is it that Larry's family is with the 3 children 100% of the time, is what Maricris just said, but May's family has been cut off from the children for the last 3 months? What's your opinion on that? My opinion is, I believe, allegedly, that Larry is gaslighting the hell out of the children. And if you don't know what gaslighting is, I talked about that in my live stream that we did. I explain it in full. If you're not for sure, you can Google it. But gaslighting is making somebody believe something, making somebody believe that they did or didn't see something that actually happened. Okay, so if you keep telling somebody the same thing over and over and over again, like, oh, your mom hit me. I didn't hit your mom hit me. Okay, well, you keep being told that over and over and over and over again, And eventually you're going to question yourself, did I really see mom hit him? Or did he really hit mom? Okay, and that's just an example. That's not a fact of anything. That's just an example, okay? So that's what gaslighting is. I believe, in my opinion, that Larry is allegedly gaslighting his 3 children to believe what he wants them to believe. That's why he's keeping them away from May's family, in my opinion, allegedly, because he doesn't want them to remember what they actually heard and what they actually saw and slip up and rat him out, in my opinion, allegedly.
Great has the community been? I mean, I watch, we watch the stories that we get from KGTV all the time, and it just seems like so many folks are doing everything they can to help and support you guys.
Man, yeah, that's something we always bring up in our interviews, that, the Chula Vista police, the community, volunteers, people around the world, they want to help, and they're out there. I mean, they're not just talking about it. They're actually moving and prayers, and they send us messages and send us pictures like, hey, I searched this area today, it touches our hearts, because we can't be there, 24 hours a day. But we call it the Maya's search party, or Maya's army is out there looking for her. So,
it's been overwhelmingly thankful and supportive of the community. It's heartwarming to see all the support that's been coming our way, the prayers, especially and messages that lifting our spirit and keeping us strong and keeping our fight and our goal to search for my sister and to find her.
I just wanted to.
And I have to say, I love that. May's army, or Maya's army. I am proud to be a soldier in Maya's army. Absolutely. Like, that just, I love that. Thank you, Richard, for saying that. That's a perfect way of wording this, because I do feel like we are an army. We are bonded together for May. This one woman, this one mother from Chula Vista has brought so many people together. I mean, look at how many of you are watching this video because May's name was in the title. May brought you here. So I love that. We are soldiers in May's army. So I'm going to end the video with that. Definitely go over and watch the rest of this video. We didn't watch the entire thing. We just watched a very, just the middle of it. But go over and check the rest of it out. And also watch the Interview Room channel. Chris had Maricris and Richard on last night. And Chris's son, Dylan, put together the most beautiful tribute video for May, and they played it during the live stream last night. Now, I will warn you, the live stream, they were having trouble with Chris's audio. Well, we don't know if it was Chris's or if it was Maricris and Richard's audio, but there was trouble with the audio. There was a lot of crackling. Okay, there were a lot of people in chat that were complaining about the crackling, like nobody else heard it but them. If you're in a live stream like that, be respectful. Read the chat. Other people are saying they hear the crackling. They're talking about it on the videos or on the panel, saying, "Hey, we know there's trouble with the audio, but we're gonna keep going because this is for May. This isn't about if the audio is perfect. As long as you can still hear our words, ignore the crackle. And if it bothers you that bad, then click off of the video." It was just sad to see that live stream was kind of ruined because people were so caught up on the crackle, because it was such a beautiful stream, and the video that Dylan put together, and Karen, Chris's wife, did the voiceover on the video, and it was just gorgeous. So definitely go over to The Interview Room is the name of the channel. Go check it out. It was amazing. So that's it. I did not mention through this entire video yet. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the thumbs up, ring the bell, hit the all option. You know the routine. I love you bunches. Thank you so much for watching this, and until next time.